Hi, good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here. My name is State Representative Tom Weber. I represent the 64th House District, which covers part of Northern Lake and McHenry counties along the Wisconsin border. At the beginning of the 103rd General Assembly, House Republican leader Tony McCombie established several working groups within our caucus to develop legislation for priorities of our caucus and for the people of Illinois. Today, my colleagues and I will provide an update on the progress of the Sustaining and Protecting At-Risk Kids Working Group and Literacy Improves Future Endeavors Working Group. I chair the Sustaining and Protecting At-Risk Kids Working Group, and its work is particularly important to me and important to my district. In 2019, a little boy named A.J. Friend was found buried in a shallow grave in McHenry County. A.J.'s death forever changed my work here in Springfield. I wish I could say his case was unique. However, over the years, I have found time and time again that it is not. Despite several previous interactions between his family and DCFS, little AJ died because the agency suffers from systemic problems that need to be addressed, and not only with more funding, but to take action to protect these children. In the governor's last budget, DCFS funding rose to $1.5 billion, and it may rise again this year. However, the Inspector General's report released in January of this year showed an alarming 40% increase in the deaths of children who had prior contact with DCFS. 171 children died in 2022. That's 49 more than in 2021. That, my friends, is disturbing. Clearly, we need to do more work than just throw more money at a problem and not address the problems. Children at risk of abuse are the very definition of our most vulnerable here in Illinois. Yet they are being failed in the worst possible ways. Protecting vulnerable children is not and should not be a partisan issue. Protecting them is our most basic responsibility as state officials. I've spoken with many legislators on both sides of the aisle who agree that we need to do more. I've sat on work groups, bipartisan, trying to come up with solutions, but the problem is no one wants to listen. That's why we're proposing House Bill 3471. That is the A.J. Friend Act. I've been working on this, trying to get it through for oversight, so something like this doesn't happen to another young boy like AJ. This bill would allow local law enforcement to conduct their own abuse or neglect investigation and requires DCFS to share their investigation reports with local law enforcement, county state's attorney, and to play a more active role in protecting abusers and prosecuting them. We're also proposing House Bill 3002 to create an independent ombudsperson to investigate complaints against DCFS, provide recommendations for policy changes, and report to law enforcement agencies when necessary to represent the families. It's been nearly 4 years since little AJ's life was taken, but I will not stop fighting for him and every other at-risk child in this state until we do better. Failure is not an option.